Hi, I'm Divine Harmony with the Cosmic Insight for the week of Monday, May 5th through Sunday, May 11th. On Tuesday and Wednesday, the Sun in Taurus sextiles Jupiter and Chiron. And on Sunday of last week, the Sun trined Pluto. We've actually been having a lot of personal planets move through and activate Jupiter, Pluto, and Chiron, bringing very significant opportunities for emotional healing, for deepening, and bringing more awareness to the transformations that are happening in our lives. With the Sun in Taurus sextiling Jupiter on Tuesday, we have optimism, abundance, an energy of expansion, and believing in what is possible. On Wednesday, when the Sun sextiles Chiron, we are supported in becoming more aware and conscious and focusing on where the healing and shifts need to happen in our lives. On the same day, Mercury moves into Gemini, a sign that he rules. Over the coming weeks, Mercury in Gemini is wonderful for communication, for the intellect, for sharing ideas, for travel and exploration, writing, speaking, teaching. Essentially, Mercury in Gemini wants to learn and understand about everything. One of the shadow sides we need to be aware of, actually, is the tendency to be overly mental and kind of flitting from thing to thing and never staying grounded down with any one thing long enough. Luckily, all the sweet Taurus energy that's present right now can help us to ground down and not just be in the head. On Saturday, the Sun in Taurus opposes Saturn. Sun-Saturn can be a little heavy. On the positive side, it's asking us to address things, be serious, be focused, be hardworking. But Saturn is also the planet that rules limitation, restriction, and depression. And so we can feel kind of heavy as we're addressing what's not working in our lives. But if we do address what's not working, we can then do whatever it is that we need to do to fix it. And so that's the highest expression of this energy. Also on Saturday, Venus in fiery assertive Aries opposes Mars in Libra, who is still retrograde. It's interesting because Venus is in the sign of Mars and Mars is in the sign of Venus, and they're opposing each other. And so there can be this confusion actually in relationships right now around relationship dynamics, roles that we play, the masculine and the feminine and how to balance them, assertiveness and passivity and how to balance them. Venus in Aries wants what she wants and she will go after it no matter what. Whereas Mars in Libra wants peace and harmony and wants everyone to get along and will sometimes even sweep things under the carpet that he shouldn't sweep under the carpet just so that he doesn't rock the boat. With Venus opposite Mars, the highest expression of this aspect is creativity, romance, and engaging with others. But the shadow side is very different points of view can come at each other, and there can be a kind of head-to-head sort of energy. So being aware of anger and where we need to speak up or where we need to compromise, where that fine line is essentially, is key. The last aspect of the week is also on Saturday. Mercury, newly in Gemini, squares Neptune. This is interesting because Mercury in Gemini is the linear logical mind, and Neptune is the planet of intuition and is not logical and tends to be more irrational in nature. So Mercury in Gemini wants to understand things and wants them to be proved and valid because of the five senses. You know, I understand something because I can see it, taste it, touch it, smell it, hear it. Whereas Neptune understands that there's information that comes in from other places and it's not just what's visible or practical that is real. So the highest expression of Mercury-Neptune is intuitive and psychic impressions, spiritual awareness, and dreams that come in that bring truth to us from ways that we maybe least expect. But the shadow side is the mind can be a little confused. It's like on one end we want things to be straightforward and yet it can be very easy to be misled. So being aware of where we're deluding ourselves, where we're in denial, where we're wearing rose-colored glasses and seeing or saying whatever we want to see or say as opposed to what's actually true can be important. Have a wonderful week. Yours in the stars.